quadratic equation that gives you a number with many choices, something like 6x squared plus 7x minus 24. Now, because this 6, there's many possible factors of 6. 24, even worse, you have a lot. So before you do your multiplication frame, or maybe your cross factorization, okay, key this into your quadratic equation solver, your mode 522 or your mode 33. Okay, so you have 6, 7, negative 24. Okay, and the calculator can tell you the answer, which means that I'll put it in red. The calculator tells you that the answer is equals to 3/2, or negative 8/3. Okay, so this is the answer that the calculator can tell you. Now, before the answer, we have to put it into a bracket form equals to 0. What is this bracket form? First, you have to multiply the 2 to the x, because you got to make it linear. So it's 2x equals to 3. So that's why here will be 2x minus 3 equals to 0. Same thing. X equals to negative 8/3. I multiply by 3 first, so which is 3x equals to negative 8. If it's in the bracket form, it's 3x plus 8 equals to 0. So I already know that, okay, the components are 3x, 8, 2x minus 3. Okay, multiply together, 6x squared minus 24, negative 9x plus 16x, and your check is correct. It's equals to 7x. Okay, so use your calculator for confusing questions like this, so that you will save a lot of time. Alright, so now the first part asks you to factorize this. Then is the hence part already. Okay, this method is called substituting x. Means to say that, okay, when the first part we did, it must be x something square, and then x, and then a constant. So what square will become y to the power of 4? So this will become y square. Alright, plus 7 bracket y square minus 24 equals to 0. Okay, so basically, right, y square have taken over the job as the x. Has taken over the job as the x. Alright, can? Okay, so this is how we solve. So which means that this is 2y squared minus 3y squared plus 8 equals to 0. Why? Because the y have taken over the job of the x. Okay, first part asked me to solve for this. Sorry, factorize. Then instead of writing x, I put the y square, because the y square have taken over the job of x. So then we can say that 2y squared minus 3 equals to 0, or 3y squared plus 8 equals to 0. Y squared equals to negative 8/3 is not possible. So we reject it. Why? Because when you square a number, the minimum of the square number is always 0. Then for this, we have y squared equals to 3/2, y equals to plus minus square root of 3/2. Write down your two answers. Okay? So in this case, if you can see that they are almost similar, just replacing the y square, x by the y square, okay, put it in the bracket, and then substitute the y square into the x of the first part. Okay. The second one, this one is a little bit more challenging, but they have already given you the clue that the x minus 1 have replaced your x. Okay, but I still need to make it into 7, because the 7 also has an x, is replaced by x minus 1. Okay, and then plus, sorry, by 24 minus 24 equals to 0. Okay, now how did my 31 become 24? It didn't, because over here this guy is 7x minus 7, and then that minus 7 minus 24, this is equals to your negative 31. Okay, in order to replace the x by something else, right, all the x you must change it to in the form of the new guy, so that this new guy is x minus 1. So I'm just making the quadratic equation by replacing x as x minus 1. So now I can say that because I look back at him again. Previously we say that 6x squared plus 7x minus 24 is equals to 2x minus 3x plus 8. I replace all the x by x minus 1. 2 bracket x minus 1 minus 3 multiply by 3 bracket x minus 1 plus 8, and that is equals to 0. Okay, so this means that my left bracket, which is 2x minus 2 minus 3 equals to 0, or 3x minus 3 plus 8 equals to 0. So this means that 2x minus 5 equals to 0, x equals to 5 over 2, or 3x plus 5 equals to 0, x equals to negative 5 over 3. These are your two answers. Okay, it's important to understand how this transform. Basically, we can substitute an x value with a new x value, but all the old x value you must put it in terms of the new x value here, okay, here. All right, then this one you can work.